Hello, and welcome to the Commander project. Commander is a new command line scripting language that we produced as an alternative to other command line scripting languages, such as Bash or PowerShell. The goal was to produce a language that is easier to use for automating command line scripts. However, before we jump into it, let's first introduce ourselves.
We're the team working on the Commander project. I'm Caden Lund. I'm an MSBS student majoring in computer science. I have a particular interest in compiler engineering and programming language design. In my spare time, I fold origami dragons.
Hi, I'm Eduardo Valdivia. I recently gained an interest in computer graphics and systems programming. For fun, I like to play video games and play the piano.
Hello, I'm Jaden Gill, and I'm majoring in computer science. I have many hobbies, including gardening, sketching, and hiking. I'm currently in my last semester, and I expect to graduate in May.
And I'm Preston Hales. I'm majoring in computer science and minoring in mathematics. I have interests in compilers and operating systems, and for my free time, I like to play video games and hang out with family.
Commander is a new command line scripting language. It's designed to be as straightforward as possible, so the syntax is really familiar, which makes it easy to read and intuitive to write. The interpreter interprets Commander scripts. It also has a built-in console environment where you can execute Commander expressions directly. It works across different operating systems, and a cool feature is that it can translate Commander scripts into Bash or PowerShell. Now, what sets Commander apart from different solutions is that it has more intuitive syntax, it has a stronger type system, it performs faster in our benchmarks, it's dependency-free, and it works across different platforms. Commander is great for beginners and for advanced users. Beginners will find that the syntax is familiar, it's easy to pick up, and advanced users will find that the functionality that they want is there. In terms of real-world use cases, it's really useful for software developers who need reproducible build scripts, and for system administrators who need to roll out a series of commands across a network of computers.
One of the nice features of Commander is its syntax. The syntax is very similar to other C-like languages such as TypeScript, and as such, the language should be easy to learn and pick up for programmers, which is an improvement when compared to a command line language like Bash, which has generally unintuitive syntax for someone from a C-like language background.
Commander is strongly typed. This means every piece of data on Commander has a type associated with it. This lets the type checker enforce strict type checking rules. Make sure your code is safe to run. Here's a list of Commander types and a small script sending all the types to a variable. Also note, we could declare a type of a variable if you wish to do so.
In addition to the previous features, Commander can also execute external commands. This is run similar to Bash and PowerShell, and also has support for piping and asynchronous execution. You can see an example of this in the screenshot provided. There's also support for string manipulation. Strings are easy to initialize and can be manipulated by concatenation, substring, and a few other methods.
I'll demonstrate writing a simple script to display Pokemon. First, let's go ahead and get the user input. After that, let's parse it to an int. Parse int input. After that, we just have a simple for loop. Clear the screen, and then we can do Krabby Random to show a random Pokemon, and then let's wait for the user to press enter. Let's run it with Commander-F, get Pokemon. Let's do 3. Leavanny, Glaceon, and Cresselia. Neat.
In this demo, we're in Windows. Here we have a script. It's going to make 10 folders, named through a variable, comments. There's backtick commands, basically saving the output command to a variable. There's if statements. Let's run this. Let's use command interpreter on the make folders script. You can see it's printing, that's created successfully. ls, and see those folders made. We also have a remove folders script there, and let's run it. Moving. The others again, and they're gone. Thanks.
Okay, so I'll be showing off the REPL a bit. We don't have a lot of time to go over everything, but I can still show a few significant things. So I'm going to assign some variables. And I'll print Z. As you can see, we get 15. I can also showcase piping. So I'll be listing all files with the CMake extension. There we go. And as you can see, there's everything there versus just ls, which shows every file in this current build directory.
One of the features that I, Preston, got to work on for the Commander project towards the end was a Bash transpiler. And while it's not fully complete yet, since it lacks support for tuples and arrays, it does work for math. And so in this example, we transpile a program that finds the hypotenuse of a right triangle using the Pythagorean theorem. You'll notice that the Bash code is pretty ugly for it, and that's just because Bash doesn't do super well with math operations, but it does work, and you'll see that the output is the exact same, albeit a little bit more precise due to the commands it's running.
Our tech stack is pretty straightforward. We implemented the project in C++. We didn't use any external libraries other than system libraries and the C++ standard library. We wanted to do that so that our project would work on any operating system. Our build tool was CMake, which integrates nicely with CLion, so we used CLion as our IDE.
We additionally spoke to several users on how to improve the language. Among these users, 2 were professors, 1 of them was a student, and 4 were active developers. This resulted in 7 users being reviewed. Many features have been suggested by them. One of the most helpful ones that we've received was from a professor who specializes in languages. This helped us iron out some bugs and prevent some other errors going home. Other users have suggested features missing from Bash and PowerShell, but we haven't gotten around to these as this is more improvements to Commander.
Throughout our development, we have made nearly 700 commits to our project repository, and also 100 issues, most of which have been resolved and closed. We have a language specification with documentation that we created to help people learn more about all the different features that our language has. We also created a website with a tutorial to also help people learn more about the language and the project. And then to ensure accuracy for the interpreter, we created nearly 1,200 tests and counting to ensure the accuracy and make sure that everything is working properly.
In conclusion, we would like to say to check out our website to learn more about the project. There's a cool tutorial there that'll help you get a grasp of the Commander language. We're also moving to open source, so feel free to contribute if you want to. A special thanks to all the professors, students, and other colleagues that helped us along the way. Thanks for watching the video.